Hello everyone, it's Karen from Makeup and Beauty Blog, and today we've got the Fab Five, the eyebrow edition. I love brows, girl. I don't know, I'm the type of person who will text you in the middle of the night and say like, hey, let's go to Starbucks tomorrow and get some coffee and look at brows. I mean, that's just kind of how I roll. I love looking at brows while I'm like walking around, while I'm watching TV. I do it so much that even my husband, El Hub, does it too. We'll be walking around and be like, hey, check out her brows. I'll be like, oh, babes, it touches so well. Anywho, these are my top 5 favorite eyebrow products that I use and love all the time. The first one is good old Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. I mean, it really doesn't get any better than this. This is like my ride or die brow pencil. On one side, you've got like the brow brush, and on the other side, you've got a finely tipped brow pencil. This comes in 9 shades, and what I love about it is that the tip is so fine and the pencil is super smooth. So it allows me to draw in these tiny little hairs that they look like real hairs. And the particular shade that I wear, Brunette, doesn't have a lot of red in it. So when I'm like taking pictures, especially pictures with flash, it looks natural in my brows. The thing is like with some brow pencils, like if you're brunette like I am, sometimes they have a lot of red and it looks kind of funky. But this one looks super, super natural. So a few tricks to use this. I like to use varying pressure, like on my arch and like the outer tail. I hold the pencil sideways and I kind of like press a little harder. And then when I fill out the inner part, I use lighter pressure, still holding it sideways. That way it looks kind of lighter here and darker out in the outer corner, if that makes sense. Anyway, this is fabulous. I love this, stays on all day. And I'm looking at my cap here and there's like teeth marks on it because sometimes I've got like other things in my hands. I do this, my mom would totally be mad at me. I can hear it already in my head like, all those years of braces just so you could go opening up makeup things with your teeth. Anywho, sorry, Mom. Okay, Fab Five item eyebrow edition number 2. Anastasia, another Anastasia Beverly Hills product, the clear brow gel. This one is great. Okay, this one's my favorite clear eyebrow gel because once you get this in your brows, they don't move. I like to do this after I fill in my brows with the pencil because the clear brow gel just kind of mellows everything out, makes it look like less blocky, makes the brows look more natural. The thing that I like to do is I like to take as much as I can off of the brow brush. That way it's not too like goopy and I don't over apply too much in my brows. And when I'm running it through my brows, I don't touch the skin. I've noticed that when I touch the brush to the skin, it disrupts whatever I've got underneath. So a little goes a long way. And it lasts all day, which is fantastic. Item number 3, the Bobbi Brown Natural Brow Shaper and Hair Touch-Up. Oh, sorry. Okay, I didn't mention this earlier. This is $21. The brow gel is $22. And Bobbi Brown's Natural Brow Shaper and Hair Touch-Up. This I've only been using for the last 2 months. It is so good. So good. This is a colored brow product. And what it does is kind of does a little bit of everything. It sort of plumps the brows up so they look thicker. You can use it to also create the illusions of the look of brow hair. It fills in the brows. It holds them in place. The holding power of this is almost as strong as Anastasia's. And you can just do all kinds of cool effects. When I want kind of a messier brow, this is great to run through the brows and then go upward so they look a little bit more unstructured, a little more wild. This comes in 7 shades, including a clear shade. I think I might have to pick up the clear eventually. I wear Brunette. And when I'm in a hurry, literally I have to leave the house in 5 minutes, this is the one that I grab. Next item. One more thing. Nordstrom is price matching, and I saw this on the Nordstrom website for 20% off. It was $19.20. I might hop on there after this to get another 2. Just saying. Okay, next product is good old MAC Brun. Man, so I have it here in this palette, and you can see it's very much loved. And this is just a powder eyeshadow, and I use it to use it, I just take an angle brush like the MAC 266 and load up my angle brush and just fill in my brows very lightly. Sometimes I'll use a brow gel afterwards, sometimes I don't. I find the effect is a little softer than the brow pencils. This is how I started filling. I started filling out my brows with the brow powder, and Brun and I have been together for years. Concrete's another good one, by the way. If you are a blonde, you might want to try MAC Omega. That's another eyeshadow shade. Redheads might want to try Saddle. Sorry, I keep looking down, so I have notes down here. And for other brunettes, try Espresso and Cork. Okay, last but not least, the MAC Chromographic Pencils. These are $16, and I have these swatched on the back of my hand, and these aren't technically a brow powder. I mean, a brow product. They're more like, you can use them as concealers or eyeliners, but what I love them for is that when I was growing out my brows, this is probably the fullest they've been in like years. You should have seen me in the 90s, oh girl. Anyway, was growing them out about 2 years ago. You know how like the bottom line gets all fuzzy and caterpillary and you can't really tell like where the skin starts and where the brow begins because you're growing out your brows. I mean, like that's part of the process. It's like really messy for a really long time. These saved my butt, and basically all they are, it's kind of like concealer for brows. I would just use one of them and kind of like lightly trace over the area that I want, where I wanted the line to be, and it would sort of mask and disguise the hairs. And I don't know, I just found it really, really helpful. They come in 3 shades, various shades of beige, and they're all matte. Yeah, so those are my top Fab Five for brows. I'd love to hear what you guys love, so you can leave me a comment below or comment on the blog. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.